Hey y'all, so I'm just thinking about Adam and Eve right now and the tree with the knowledge of good and evil and how the Lord told them not to eat of the tree. So the Lord only told them not to eat of the tree, but when the serpent was talking to Eve, she said that God told them not to touch the tree. So I'm thinking that in their hearts and minds, it was so unlawful to eat of the tree that they figured, why touch it at all? Why even look at it? The tree was in the middle of the garden, so they probably walked by it, countless times, just looking right past it because they knew it was something they shouldn't eat of. So why look at it? Why engage it in any way? Eve didn't look at the fruit. She didn't grab the fruit and look at it and see that it was pleasing to the eye and good for food, good for wisdom, until, she was tempted. Let's think about the fact that she didn't even think that it was good for even food until she was tempted. That just shows that they really knew that they had no need of that thing. And it made me think of my own life, what has the Lord considered unlawful but placed so close to me? What has he told me not to do, but still has given me free will to do? And I think of the last relationship I was in, and how he lives so close to me. And, I just feel like I'm always so close to him, because his job is close to my job and where he lives is close to where I live. And in this digital age, it's so easy to just contact a person. But if I could talk to Eve, if I could go back to that day, I would tell her, the fruit may look like it has some benefits. It may have some fleeting benefits, but don't go near it. Don't walk up to that fruit. Don't approach it. But one thing I really love about Eve is the fact that, in her mind, she already knew not to touch it. But in her saying, we're not to touch that, I think that there was just so much wisdom. Like, she knew that, hey, this is not anything for me. And an example of this would be my niece and nephew. I have a twin niece and nephew. Like, they're 6. They're adorable. Their names are Nye and Rye. And, I'm thinking about, hey, I'm just picturing them walking up to the fridge and them seeing their dad's beer, and they know, hey, that's not for me. I'm not even going to touch it because I know I can't consume it. So why even touch it? And it's just so natural to just look past it. So I feel that that's what Eve did. I feel that she just naturally looked past that tree. So I'm taking a lesson from Eve and, considering it unlawful to even touch the tree. And I'm taking a lesson from Eve in the fact that she did touch the tree, and the fact that she was tempted to touch the tree, and the fact that she was deceived into touching the tree. And, it just reminds me of Galatians 5:7. It says, you were running the race so well. Who held you back from following the truth? Eve was running well for a while, but y'all, we're going to continue to run well. But y'all, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. If the Lord tells you not to eat of something, if it takes you setting up your own boundaries and saying, hey, we're not to even touch that, go for it and continue to run well. All right. Love y'all. God bless.